When Christians think about their task on this earth, they usually think of the Great Commission, the call to spread the gospel and make disciples of all nations. And that's good, but there's another commission that's often forgotten, one that, when recovered, gives meaning and purpose to your work, your family, and the ordinary patterns of life. This commission comes in the very first chapter of Genesis. It's known as the creation mandate or the cultural mandate. It was given to Adam and Eve in the garden. And God blessed them. And God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and over every living thing that moves on the earth." The creation mandate is God's ongoing charge to humanity. It contains two basic commands. First, to multiply and fill the earth. Second, to subdue the earth and take dominion over it. The family is the foundation of civilization, and in this first command we see a call to create new families. While there are exceptions, the ordinary task of mankind is to marry, have children, and fill the earth with image bearers of God. We were made to multiply. The second part is a granting of authority over creation, to subdue the earth and take dominion over it. As theologian John Frame puts it, this means to bring out the potential of everything in the earth, so that it will be of service to human beings as they bring glory to God. This is a command to work and make culture. We are to bring order out of disorder, form beauty out of chaos, and produce assets from raw materials. We do this primarily through our jobs, but also through ministry, home life, and daily responsibilities. These two mandates, the creation mandate and the Great Commission, do not contradict each other. One is natural, the other is spiritual, but we are to fulfill both all of our days on this earth. When you think your only job as a Christian is the Great Commission, you begin to treat only spiritual things as important. You see your job merely as a place to evangelize coworkers or to earn a paycheck to tithe and to fund missions. These are good things, but they're not the only thing. If you embrace both mandates, you see your work itself as part of taking dominion. Ordinary tasks like building, fixing, cultivating, and managing become acts of obedience to God. The creation mandate gives purpose to normal life. Taking out the trash, that's bringing order out of disorder. Having a family, that's obeying the command to multiply. Doing your job with diligence, that's exercising dominion. When your life is filled with these things, you're not wasting it. You're doing what God made you to do. Most of your time will be spent doing things that don't feel spiritual. Raising kids, going to work, making meals. But if you understand the creation mandate, you realize you don't need to feel guilty for that. You don't need to feel like you're failing because you're not on a mission trip or preaching on a street corner. Listen to what Paul says to the Corinthians. "So, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do all to the glory of God." That verse is so freeing. If something as basic as drinking water can glorify God, then so can the rest of your everyday life. Changing diapers, teaching your children, mowing the lawn, folding laundry. These are all ways to glorify God. I'm not minimizing the Great Commission. It remains a vital God-given task. But in many churches today, the creation mandate has been neglected, rarely taught, and largely forgotten. We're not in danger of forgetting the Great Commission. We're in danger of forgetting the other mandate God gave us from the very beginning. This isn't a new idea. The church once understood the enduring nature of this original commission. Augustine of Hippo, one of the greatest theologians in church history, wrote, "This purpose was declared in the original creation of the world. Male and female he made them. And God blessed them and said, 'Increase and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it.' This reason for creation and union of male and female, as well as this blessing, was not abrogated after the sin and punishment of man. It is by virtue of this blessing that the earth is now filled with human beings who subdue it." Here Augustine makes it clear that sin did not cancel this command, which was given before the fall. it still stands, and because it continues, the earth is now filled with those who take dominion over it. So, Christian, set both mandates before your eyes, the creation mandate and the Great Commission. One is natural, the other is spiritual, but both come from God, and both belong to you. When you share the gospel and make disciples, you're fulfilling the Great Commission. When you build a family and steward the earth, you are fulfilling the creation mandate. These two callings are not in conflict. They work together to form the full scope of your purpose and mission here on earth. If you want to go deeper on this topic, check out Culture Making, Recovering Our Creative Calling by Andy Crouch. It's a clear and compelling call for Christians not to avoid or copy culture, but to make it, shaping the world around us for God's glory. I've got a link to the book in the video description. Thanks so much for watching. If you learned something new, please click like as a way to say thanks. If you want more content like this in your feed, click subscribe directly below me. See you in the next video.